Well, we're back after the break on Eastern Newsbeat. I'm still talking to Janet Leith, and we're looking at her exhibition, La Femme, at the Wyreena Community Arts Centre. Now, we're concentrating on this lady over there in the black and white. Now, let me guess, it looks like a charcoal to me. Am I on the right tram here?
Yes, you are. It's a charcoal.
Okay, it looks terrific. Who's the lady in the charcoal?
Well, actually, I shouldn't say, but she's just a model.
Oh, no.
So, but
she's a very handsome woman.
She's very handsome, and it was I did that in a workshop that I did with Godwin Bradby, who is an artist, a Melbourne artist, and it's actually charcoal on gesso. So you paint the paper with gesso first, and then work the charcoal on the...
What's gesso?
Gesso is what we also put underneath our canvases, on our canvases and under the oil paint and acrylic paint, because you have to seal the surface to allow you to place paint onto things like canvas and wood. But in this case, with the gesso over top of the paper, it allows you to rub the charcoal back so that you can get the white areas back. And it's a really interesting technique.
She a South American lady?
I don't think so.
All right, she just has that look for me. Yeah, I think that's fabulous. Okay, well, moving on. Now, these ones are around here. Just come over here. They look like oils. Am I on the right tram again?
Definitely, you're on the right track.
Learning. See, you're a good teacher.
Well, let's hope so. I've been at it for a long time.
Now, these particular two here with the women, they've got long necks. Now, what's the reason for that?
I suppose, to me, a long neck is...
looks elegant.
It does look elegant. So, a couple of years ago, I was working and decided that I prefer those elongated necks, and I love the shape. So often when I do a portrait of someone or the figures, I'm actually looking at the shapes that are created within the figure themselves. And so if I can get a longer neck and create a curve here and a bit there, then I don't think it matters if you distort the figure.
No.
To create the artwork and make the design work better.
Mm-hmm. So. And they were happy with that? That you did that? They had to be stuck with it, did they?
Yeah, they're happy with it. That was my style, you know. I like to experiment, as I've said. So, you know, I do think an elongated neck is nice. So most of my females even will have a slightly longer neck. I've reduced it. I'm not as long like some people haven't liked it. But I still think there's always a little bit there that I will add. I don't think I'll ever have it sort of straight down. Yes.
So, who were the subjects there?
Actually, they're my best friends.
Oh, okay. And these, there's sort of sketches with, they pencil sketches, or are they with biro?
They're with biro, and I actually don't put any pencil work underneath it. And of course, biro, you will see mistakes because I make mistakes, but there's no pencil work because you shouldn't rub out the paper, because that ruins the surface of the paper. But the biro goes straight on, and hopefully it's correct as I go. It's got a little bit of gouache as well with the patterning on the side, just because I'm into patterns, always been into patterns, so I like to add a little bit of pattern to my work as well.
So do you do an outline and then fill in, or do you just say, well, I'm doing the head now, and do the head and the body comes after, or something like that? I can't start just at the head and work down because it often will distort. So I will do it lightly in biro all over to try and get it correct, and then keep working on it. All right. Now we've got a pregnant woman over here. Yeah, come with me. A friend of yours?
It's actually my daughter.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So she's a friend as well.
She is a friend. Well, yes, but this is not her portrait. You know, it's just, I used her when she was pregnant. I said I needed a pregnant woman, you know, in my painting. Going through that whole becoming a nana thing.
Right.
Yeah, and Phoebe, the baby, is now 11 months old.
Oh, is that your first grandchild?
It is actually, yes. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Well, she'd be happy with that too.
I think she likes it, but yes, it's more about what the whole a female being pregnant represents rather than it's my daughter.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And the people with her are just, are they friends or are they just faces?
Well, they're faces. I make some of my figures up as well.
Yeah.
So they're made up young ladies, and they're supposed to be the guardians of the gift. So.
Okay. Now this one here is a lady with a violin.
Yeah, that was a struggle. That one that took me
Why is
2
that?
years.
Oh, 2 years. Okay, that sounds like a long time to me.
It was, and she's inspired by motifs I saw in Barcelona. I spent 8 weeks working with an artist as his assistant in Barcelona, and I took lots of photos. I couldn't do anything there, but yeah, I came back with those tree and thing motifs and the violin, and yeah.
Were you inspired by Gaudi in Barcelona?
Love Gaudi. Love Gaudi.
It's terrific, isn't it?
A fan, so his pattern work, yes.
And La Familia Sagrada is just unbelievable.
Cried.
Yeah, we're going to get this one. We've got time. Oh, and the Japanese one. Oh, I love the Japanese one. I love Japan. I think it's just fabulous.
Yes.
You've been there?
I have. Very inspiring. So just use the motif of the fans. Also, their quilting patterns I often use because I've been a quilter in my time as well. So I just like to use the fans as a sense of design, and the figures emerged.
Well, you have used a lot of mediums. There's no doubt about that. Now the one with the swan, so that looks beautiful.
Thank you. That's the lady and the swan. So far these two are on a bit of a theme, the lady and something. So yes, she just came because there was a picture in a magazine about a swan being stuck with an arrow a couple of years ago.
All right. Yes. I remember.
In the Age. So I've always loved Leonardo's Later in the Swan. And I thought, right, it's time to do a swan. Time to do a lady in the swan, so...
Okay, well, we've been looking at the fantastic work of Janet Leith, and she has an exhibition on at the Community Arts Centre in Hull Road, Croydon, the Wyreena Community Arts Centre. You've been watching this on Eastern Newsbeat, brought to you by Era TV.